What's good, people? So this vlog, whatever you want to call it, this is like anybody who follow me on social media knows that one, I say what I want, I speak on how I actually feel, no narrative or nothing that I've ever been behind or backed or spoken on was ever done because somebody else had an agenda and I got paid to do something. Because money is cool, but what are you going to be known for when you leave? Legacy means more. Integrity means more. And I start this that way because um, first and foremost, I don't want for anyone to feel that any of this has anything to do with hate at all. I don't hate nobody. Nobody. I don't hate anyone. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate on anyone. Get your money, do what you got to do, support your family, right? I believe in that. But I also believe that all money's not good money, and that when you are in a position for you to say something and then people listen to you, especially those that are younger, I think you need to be really mindful of what you say, how you say it, and who you allow your brand to attach to. And this right here, this is why I say this, right? Right now, I'm not sure if y'all are aware, but Charlie Clips and DNA put an ad out, right, or as part of an ad, political ad, right, on why you should vote for Biden, right? Specifically for Biden. Now, and I understand the whole listen, anything's better than Trump. That's not true though. It's not true. Check this out, right? Biden will lead you to think that he's pro-black, that he cares about black people, and what we want or need, you know, and the reality is it's not true. It's not true. I know people going to thrash me for saying this, but there's a certain level of respect that you have to have, not for a racist, but there's a certain level of respect you got to have for a person who is 100% comfortable with being themselves, no matter if that's racist, no matter if that's prejudice, no matter if that's any of that stuff, right? You have to respect a person who is willing to say, I don't care about what you may think about me. This is how I feel, and this is what I'm standing on. You have to be more leery of the person who's the closet racist, the person who will run a campaign and have you thinking that they're pro us, when in reality, the histories have shown that they have already been responsible for passing laws that has incarcerated your fathers, your uncles, your brothers, un not unlawfully but unjustly. It can be lawful and still not be justice. You understand what I'm saying? Biden, I was talking about this when I was on the Henny show with London and Henny, right? I said that in 1977, Joe Biden made front page news. And the article read, I do not want black children being integrated into my child's school. The monkeys don't belong there. I don't want them turning my children's school into a zoo. This is the same person that Clips and DNA attached their brand to. This is the same person that they attached their word to. Because you are the company you keep. It's impossible to speak and shout pro-black, but then also, for the sake of a check, endorse, and or attach yourself to somebody who blatantly created laws unjustly. Blatantly created laws to to take the fathers, brothers, and uncles out of the home of black people. Not of all people, of black people specifically. So Again, this is not hate at all. I love to see Clips win. I love to see DNA win. I love it. We also cannot forget that once you have a buzz, you have a responsibility. If right now, my brother Murder said it the best when he was on My Expert Opinion, Math Hoffa show. He said damn, how'd he say it? I don't want to mess Murder words up. I don't want to mess. All right, hold on. Matter of fact, let me see. We go to it. Let me see.
I guess it'd be in our debut. Okay. This
She did an interview with it said, you know, Math was basically at his prime when y'all was together and
the block.
catching on how to watch it. I know a lot of people was like, how do I watch it?
Simple as hell.
Yeah. It's hard.
But you get to the read.
That would be the only.
Brian time, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Briefly, like running through, like, yo, how y'all feel?
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
Just filming.
Actually, somebody. Actually, somebody took a shit in the beginning, and then after the Betty.
But it just kind of is like what he.
Somebody.
Look, it's gonna take too much. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take too much, man. It's gonna take too much to find. But so I'm just gonna exclude that. I'll keep it on the eye. You know what I'm saying? Because I can only speak for myself. All things are opinion. A lot of things are fact. Like, it is a fact that Joe Biden is not for black people, the same way Trump is not. It's a fact that Joe Biden created laws to break down a black home. It's a fact that the moment that Biden becomes president, you know what I'm saying? Us as a people, I'm talking about black people. Black people. I'm not talking about anyone else. Black people. The moment that Biden becomes president, it is over for us. It's over for us. Biden getting elected and brought into office is going to spark the new age Reaganomics. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. But I'm telling you, I'm informed. It will. And I know it's like, well, damn, bro. If that's the case, then we got to put Trump back in office, right? And it's been twisted. It's been twisted having that man in office. I'll be the first to say it. Twisted. You know, especially if your finances are at a certain level, you'll understand just how messed up, you know, it's been since he's been in office. But if your finances is not at a certain level, you just don't like who he is as a person. Just like me, I don't like who he is as a person. You know what I'm saying? I don't. But if your finances is not at a certain level, then you won't know how bad he really made, you know, he did for his 4 terms. Regardless of at one point the black unemployment rate being as low as it ever was. That is true. You know what I'm saying? But so what? Police fatalities at an all-time high. You know, racism, prejudice, white militias coming out is at an all-time high. And it's all at an all-time high because we got a president who has them feeling comfortable, you know, comfortable with displaying their blatant prejudice and racism, just like he does. But what's a good analogy? Thieves, right? Thieves. You have a robber. That's a thief, because a thief is just the process of taking something. You have a robber, and you have a stealer, right? You have a strong arm robber, and you have a sneak thief. Right? The strong arm robber, of course, worry about him. You see what I'm saying? Worry about that man. Why? Because he's bold enough. He's bold enough to walk down on you and put his hands in your pocket and take something. But you should be more leery of the sneak thief. Prime example. Unfortunately, I lost years of my life up north in incarceration. I wound up doing 18 months in the box in solitary confinement. Every time it's a two bunk box. So if they say you be in a hole, if you know up north in a hole, you're gonna have a bunkie. I just kept getting it in until it was just my bunk. They stopped trying to bring people in, right? I went to the box because I went to program. I came back from my school program, right? And when I came back from my program, I came back early because I had a visit, like a surprise visit. It was bad, connected to bad news. A family member had died, right? But I had a surprise visit. So I came back to go on a visit. And when I came back, I went, this is before I was in, this is, I'm not in the max no more. My classification drop, I'm in the medium, right? So I go inside the lower, it's like cookie cutter, like a dorm, like cookie cutter. Like I go and I see somebody with half their upper body hanging out of my locker, stealing from me. You understand what I'm saying? Trying to sneak thief it. It was the porter on the unit. The one, only convict, you know what I'm saying, that get to stay on the unit when everybody go to program, because that's his program, being the porter. I stomped him out really, really bad. I went overboard on him. I'm not gonna lie. The reason I wound up doing 18 months in the box is simple. They was trying to get him to tell on me to get me a new charge, which would have meant that I wouldn't have came home at all, because that would have been my third violent felony. That would have been my third strike up north. What I will say is you have to be more leery of a sneak thief, a closet racist. At least with a person who bold enough to just let you know that they don't like you. You know how to move now. You know how to stand clear of, you know what I'm saying, that kind of energy. You know, and unless you in a certain tax bracket, you ain't really gonna be affected by none of that stuff. You just won't like what he says. And the majority of people that's from where I'm from, just the hood, don't rock with Trump for what he says. Not because Trump did something or made a move that they actually felt or was actually affected by them. Because, I mean, keeping it real, between a stimulus check and unemployment, people in my hood should be praising Trump. Because he said that all that right there changed a lot of people's lives and got a lot of nobodies feeling like somebody. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. What I will say is, yeah, man, you gotta be more leery of the closet racists, bro. And DNA clips to y'all, just for the future. You know what I'm saying? Because this is already done. You know what I'm saying? You can't take it back. Once something is on the internet, it's on the internet forever, right? But to y'all too specifically, if in the future, I would like for y'all to at least do your homework on who a campaign party is. You understand what I'm saying? On who they are before you co-sign. Because when you attach your brand to it or your celebrity, what you're doing is you're co-signing who they are as a person. You're co-signing what they stand for as a government official. You're co-signing them, period. You know? And if you don't know what they're about, you shouldn't attach your brand to it. I know it was a money move, but it's like, all money is not good money, bruh. At the end of the day, you gotta stand for something. Because there's a lot of young motherfuckers that's gonna listen and get up and go vote for that man, because y'all said go vote for that man. Specifically because y'all said go vote for that man, bro. Y'all gotta do y'all research, man. Like I said before, in this election, like every election, it's gonna be the lesser of two evils. But Biden is not the lesser of two evils in this scenario. Y'all just think he is because, you know, it's anti-Trump. Everything is anti-Trump. Anything is better. We just got to get Trump out. Anything is better than That's not the answer, bro. It's not the answer. It's not the answer. You know, it's rather disappointing, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's disappointing because that means you could be purchased. Let's say what it is. You know what I'm saying? That means you can be purchased. And in the world we live in, bro. Listen, man. Hopefully that's not the case. Even though, like I said, this one is done. You don't personally know Joe Biden. Neither one of y'all. Y'all don't know him. He ain't ever clicked on y'all battles for real. You know what I'm saying? If y'all are connected to his actual campaign, it's because a representative that's probably pretty much at the lower level said, you know what? Right now, battle rap is a heavily streamed form of entertainment, of urban entertainment. Let's figure out who we could attach ourselves to over there so we could get a fan vote from over there. Styles P said it the best. I could blow to be a billionaire and get laid in the street. The money cool, but you can't take it with you. What you gonna be known for? Because I'm telling you right now, the moment Biden is elected president, it's not a game, bro. It's not a game. I mean, never mind the fact that he's senile and a lot of the stuff that he used to know, he just don't know no more, and that most of the stuff that he says was written by somebody else and he's just reading a script like they all do. It's a little worse when you got actual mental problems. You know what I'm saying? It's a little worse. It's a little worse. When you come from the bloodline of people that owned people, when you're responsible for passing laws and legislation that is the reason that my uncles, cousins, brothers, fathers, grandfathers, when you're the reason that these people are incarcerated and it's only us, only black, I'm sorry, bro. We got a responsibility. We got a responsibility, you know. And like I said, I know people, I can hear them now. Yeah, we got a responsibility. Our responsibility is to get this money and take care of our family. But at the sake of what, though? For the sake of what, though? You know what I'm saying? For the sake of what? You'll kill 10,000 people so a second cousin can live. Nah, bro. No. Not gonna lie, bro. As happy as I was to see something that big, I love. That's why it's like a double-edged sword, because I was happy as hell just to see these brothers, these dudes. You know what I'm saying? If you remember, anybody who follow me through my career in battle rap knows that one of the first pieces of footage with me on it is Charlie Clips and Norbs introduce Show Off. That's connected to anything battle rap related. I remember being in Jersey in the crib with this nigga DNA when he used to deal with my homegirl. And I remember sitting there and chopping it up with him. You know what I'm saying? Smart guy. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like a double-edged sword type of thing. Like I'm disappointed. As happy as I was to see something that big, it's disappointing because the rippling effect that it's gonna have is not gonna be a good one. It's not. Look, I'm not pro-Trump, bro. Everybody know where I stand. They see me on social media. They see me really out here. They see me really challenging these officers. They see me really putting myself and my life on the line, because any instance that you saw me going back and forth or being combative or not being the yes nigga, the coon, my life was on the line. My life was on the line because I'm still black. I'm still unarmed. No different than George Floyd, no different than Tamir Rice, no different than any of these guys that are dead at the gun of a cop, the bullet of a cop. You know, so my life is on the line. We have a responsibility, bro. Before you co-sign somebody or they campaign or whatever they got going on, Really do the research to know who they are. Because once you say you're co-signing them, you can't retract that. You can't retract that. Stuff can't pop up and you be like, oh, I didn't know. That's not nobody's problem but your own. It's not nobody's problem but your own. Because that mean that it was definitely for the money. It was for the check. You didn't even do the due diligence to know who you were doing business with. Look, for the future, man, we got to make better decisions. And again, man, this is not hate. This is not knocking it. It's just me giving a fuck about the generations that's going to come after me, bro. Word up. I love who I love. I don't hate nobody. Show off, nigga. Fight your demons. Yeah, y'all see it. Fight your demons. You know what it is. Make sure y'all go on the website, fightyourdemons.org. Place your orders for your apparel. Salute to 78 West. They got the Sour clothing line. You know, y'all been seeing, y'all. I was the first battle rapper with this on camera. That was me. Then everybody jumped the bandwagon, Shotgun Sugar, all these dudes, know what I'm saying? You'll see it with Sour on, but I was the first. This Brooklyn dude, know what I'm saying, was the first one with this Jersey brand, know what I'm saying, on in a battle. Listen, man. We got to start smartening up. That's all I'm going to say. FightYourDemons.org. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share the link. Peace.